everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and welcome to Kickstarter Lookback, where I take a look at different projects that I backed on Kickstarter and see where they're at, see what I think about them now, if I played them, and things like that. So let's get started with the first project here, Hippocrates. I think it's like Socrates, but I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Here's the thing. This one is one that I've been wanting to play for a while, and it just never got to the table. It looks really good. I've set it up. I've gone over the rules of it, and that's it. Now, I talked to the people who did play it. It has all these big tiles that are all over the table, and people who played it told me it was more like an activity than a game, which doesn't really stop me. It kind of just missed the mark for me, so I don't know. I put it in Dice Tower Library, but that's the extent of it. Magna Roma just showed up here. So Magna Roma, this is one that looks pretty solid here. On one hand, it is just essentially a Euro-style game, but it just looks, I don't know. Like I said, this just came in the last couple weeks, I think, for me, or maybe a little bit before that, but not much more before that. And you're building up a city, putting out tiles. That's something I like a lot. Resources. Again, it looks like the straight up, hey, this is a Euro, but I like the designers of this game, so I'm certainly interested in it. Sentinels of the Multiverse Definitive Edition. So this one here, it kind of cracks me up, the Sentinels of the Multiverse, that it is the Definitive Edition when they had this giant box edition and other editions. But this is essentially what they are going to say is 2.0. And so they remade it. It's nice. It all fits in the box. I've cooled a little bit on Sentinels, not because I don't like the game. I think Sentinels is a fun game, but the idea of it, there's so many other superhero games out there now, and this one, I still like the characters of it. I like the little universe they built. It just doesn't hold as much water for me. I think in their last update, closing one door and opening another, what did they say in this update here? Oh, there's an expansion launch on Kickstarter. Yeah, there's another expansion coming. So never mind. Closing one door and opening another. And that happened back in 22. Longshot, the dice game. This is like a Kickstarter huge success story. I mean, it only made 114,000 only, right? That's a lot, 4,000 backers. But this is done really well in the aftermarket. So I liked the original game Longshot, but this Longshot dice game is a much more solid game. I think it's a fine roll and write game, but the people here in the studio who are not me love it. So there's a lot of different horses. There's a lot of stuff going on in this. Some really interesting things. I think it's a neat little game. This is one I went out of my way to make sure we put in the Dice Tower Library, because this is one of the few games that I never filled out the Pledge Manager on, but I managed to get a copy to put in the library. So that's cool. Just a good-looking game, too. Monster Hunter World. So this one here, I am not 100% sure this came into the Dice Tower. Maybe it did, and we didn't keep it. But I only backed the base pledge because there's just so much stuff. And there's only so many of these games that you can play. You know, these big giant games. Maybe this came in. I don't remember it. It looks cool. The miniatures look great. But I like how these people look. The miniatures. But miniatures does not a good game make. Is this Steam Forged? Who is the publishers of this one? I want to say it's Steam Forged. Yeah. Pletrix. Well, this one we came in, a small little game. Chris Yee reviewed this one, and he said it's fine. You can also get Rainbow Pletrix. I like these little dice games. It's very Tetris-y video game style. So, it was only 20 euros, so not bad. We'll give it a smile. All right. Connecting Flights. There's another one that Chris played, and he said this one was terrible. I was very excited about this game until I opened the box and saw the rules, and they said it's competitive or cooperative. I'm like, well, which one is it? I really dislike when games do that. You can't be both, can't do both well. It doesn't look that good, unfortunately. I mean, the art, I think the board and stuff looks fine, but the game itself is what interests me. I like the idea of flying across the world. Ooh, This one's a good one. My Father's Work. Now, I got to say, I was not that impressed with it when I first saw this because I saw this font and stuff, and I don't know, just it looked okay. But the components and the gameplay and the story of this one have really sold me. I really like the theming of it. I really like the pieces, the different scenarios. I wonder if they're ever going to make other scenarios for this. But the app and everything, there's so much involved in this. Now, there's a few problems with it. It's very, very long, and the scenario has 60,000 words. I don't think we need that many words. They could have probably cut some of the words in it. But I love the theming of it. It's just so much fun. Hidden Leaders. So this is a small, simple little game in which you are trying to get, there's two different factions here, and you're trying to get something to win. You're trying to move one faction here, another faction here. You're just playing different cards. The artwork for this game is phenomenal. They've kind of created their own little universe here because there's other games that are set in the same world with the same artist and all. But I like how it looks. It's simple. It's fun. It's a little too simple for me, I think, but I do enjoy it. So, Hidden Leaders. Station Fall. I don't know that we got Station Fall. Station Fall is from Ion Games, who, coincidentally, were next to us at Essen. We were booth buddies. And this one here, this is a very involved game, and it's been getting a lot of buzz this year, so looks cool, but it also looks fairly complex, so I don't know if I'll ever play it. Florence. This is in a little series of games, the culmination of years of hard work. Okay, a fitting finale to our trilogy of Mediterranean Euro games. So Florence, there's the preview from Matthew Jude. Nice pieces. Florence, I'm going to see if they're showing the other games of this series on here. Oh, nope. Read the rules. Stretch goals. Ragusa. So Ragusa, I thought was, this was not really a quote from me here. It was okay. Venice, I looked at but did not play, and I have not played Florence. In fact, I'm not sure we even got Florence in. These games haven't got a ton of play from the Dice Tower library either, so I'm not sure, but I will say they have made, they seem to have a very strong fan base, so we'll see if they continue to make more. Dominations Deluxe. So this one here is the new version of Dominations with different modes, a deluxe version of the game. Beautiful pieces here that you can see a quote from me. I love Dominations. So there's like a stretch goal pack and a big giant box for this. I was mostly interested in the wooden pieces for this game. The deluxe part of it, I'm okay with all the expansions. I've taken a look at these expansions before. More cards, more stuff. I mean, I'm okay with that. It's this deluxe case that kind of has me interested. So if we look at the updates, though, they're shutting down. So Holy Grail Games just stops completely. And that happened earlier this year. And I only got the pieces and a few small things for this, so I'm happy with what I got. But it's kind of a bummer because I like Dominations and I like to see it go farther. Ice is the last one we're looking at today, and I wish I could tell you more about Ice. It is currently on my pile of games I'm taking home to play this week. Very excited about this one. Mike says it's very good. It seems like there's a lot of work, but this idea of digging through the ice and digging down farther to find things, that sounds fun. I'm digging through and finding stuff that's awesome. Well, I never actually played the game, so I'm not sure what my quote's there, but it sounds cool. So I guess that's the quote that they used. That is weird. They used the quote for me, and I just said I'm digging through and playing stuff. But I am looking forward to trying this one out. And like I said, I'll either get it played this week or next week. It's definitely on my list. So, of the games that I showed today, my favorite by far would be My Father's Work. I thought that one was really good. It's a really great production. I mean, a superb production. Fun story, and I really enjoyed it. The one that's probably been the most successful today is Longshot, the dice game. That one just seems to have done so well, especially considering how small of a game it is. What is your favorites here amongst the ones that you see? Let me know in the comments. But until next time, I'm Tom Vasel, and this has been another Kickstarter Look Back. I'm Tom Vasel. We'll see you next time.